Hey guys, pardon my sunglasses. It is glorious out today, so I really need them. But I just finished up a walk with Nola, and so she's a super reactive. She's the 4.5-month-old puppy, littermate. She's here with her sister, down. So I'm going to show you her in a minute, but I just want to tell you about our walk. And she's super that the prong collar is super helpful with her. There's a butterfly right now, she's tracking it. It's really helpful with her because she almost goes into like herding mode when she sees bicycles and scooters and things like that. So I would definitely do as much work as you can around environmental distractions. So nope, sit. Nope, she's on a back tie right now. Sit. Down. I'm going to use the e-collar to get her into a down. So I'm just holding that button until she follows through. No. Down. Lots of distractions out here. Down. Notice I dialed up. No. Down. Hold that button. I'm going to swoop in, give her a little spatial pressure. So, about her on the walks, she's much more distracted than her sister Ella, and very much more reactive when she sees dogs, kids, anything. So you're really going to have to work her. The prong collar is very useful at keeping her by your side, and also giving her a little leash pop correction to let her know that's not how we behave on leash, and these are the expectations. I want you walking nicely by my side. And by the way, a 4.5-month-old puppy isn't going to be walking in a perfect heel behind you. That's a skill that develops over time, but we want her to walk nicely by our side. So prong collar is super helpful. Also, what's helpful is the e-collar. When you're walking her, if her hackles go up, you're going to give her a little communication. You're going to hit that black button and tell her no, and you're going to keep moving. Sometimes what she'll do is she'll stop and just track whatever is the distraction. You're going to keep her moving. You'll give her a little e-collar correction there and keep her moving. And once again, the prong collar is going to help a lot with that, but also e-collar. So both of those tools are things that you guys will want to master over time, and it will take time. You've got to get your mechanics down with one, and then you will work with the other, and pretty soon you'll be like rocking and rolling with both, and you'll feel really confident. But it's a process, so that's why I always say when you're teaching these girls to walk in a structured on a structured walk format where they walk nice by your side, and no sniffing, no marking, no lunging, no barking, no saying hi to people. You're doing your work. It's a job. When you take them for a training walk, do them separately so that they really get that skill. Hey, Francis. And then eventually you'll be able to walk these guys together. I'm not sure what you're doing now if you're walking them together, but they are quite the handful together. So practice honing the skill separately, and then you can work them together later. Some other things that I've noticed with her, she's fearful and very apprehensive about things in the environment. So you're going to want to just continue to expose her to all kinds of different things, but not at a point where they're 4.5 months old, Francis. You're going to want to expose her to lots of things, but at a distance where she's comfortable. You don't want to like shove her into things that scare her and would make her even more fearful. So work her at a distance to things. Don't expect too much from her. If she's apprehensive, just honor that. I know she's the girl that doesn't go to daycare yet, but just honor it. If she's not comfortable around other dogs, she does not need to go to daycare. Being a social dog doesn't mean that you go to daycare and have to be with dogs all the time. What I would look for more with her is that you just expect good behavior when she sees other dogs. Not necessarily that she has to hang around them, but just to be in the vicinity and coexist with other dogs, that's good enough for me. She doesn't have to have a lot of friends. Not all dogs are social like that. So, and not to mention that sometimes daycare situations and being in those very chaotic, free-for-all type of environments creates a reactive dog. So, you know, you've got to monitor that and be very careful. You know, with Ella, make sure that this daycare that she goes to, that they do have downtime for the dogs and that they are monitoring them closely. If things get too rowdy, they break it up, they put the dogs away for a while. You know, just make sure that this daycare has a more structured format. I don't know where Ella goes for daycare, but it's super important to know what is going on in daycare. But, you know, because these girls, you know, they're herders, and they could, you know, Ella could start hurting other dogs, and some other dogs may not like that. So, and that could lead to things. And I've had dogs do that before, and they get themselves in trouble at daycare. So that's what she's doing. She's handling some nice little distractions outside. I'm about to put her up and get her sister out, and you can see she's getting hot. So I am gonna close on that. And Francis, thanks for joining. I hope you have a good day. It's gorgeous here. I'm not sure where you are, but it's absolutely gorgeous. All right, have a good one, guys.